Yes, my two favorite things, health and wellness and giving the internet my opinion. I have a handful of tier list videos on my channel already, and if you don't know what it means to make a tier list, it's basically you judging and rating things and putting them in a specific order. So for today's category, I'm going to be ranking popular health and wellness trends. First and foremost, let's discuss the different tiers. So at the top, we have making it a personality trait. Now, this means that I'm so obsessed with this thing or this trend that I already have made it my entire personality trait, or I'm planning on it. Like, I love this thing so much that that's all I'm gonna talk about, and that's all that anyone's gonna hear about. So 10 out of 10, love it, it's great. Next up, we have I'm a fan. This means that, you know, I like it, it's cool, I've probably done it before. Doesn't mean it's like my all-time favorite thing, but like, I'll probably do it once in a while. Right here in the middle, I have don't get the hype. So not necessarily a bad thing, not really a great thing either. I don't really get why people like it. It's not really my cup of tea, it might be yours. It's just very neutral. I don't get the hype. Coming in second to last, we have can we not? Meaning I just really don't like this thing. I don't get why it's a trend. I don't get why everybody is obsessed with it. It either doesn't work well for me, I don't like it, I know just it gives me bad vibes. It's not my thing, and just it's a no for me. And at the very bottom of the tier list, we have canceled. This just speaks for itself. Why are we doing it? It's toxic, I don't like it, I don't support it, not my thing, you can't catch me doing it. Or I've already done it in the past and I've firmly regret it, and now it's just not a part of my life anymore. You guys know that this is just my opinion. If you do these things, if you don't do these things, it doesn't matter. Don't let it offend you. I have no credentials to prove that something is better than something else. These are just my thoughts and opinions.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
Do with that what you will. And let's get into the ranking. I consider myself a wellness girly. Like, I don't think that's my entire brand at this point, but I definitely like to focus a lot of my videos and content on like health and wellness and things like that. All right, starting from the top of the photos here, we have bone broth. I'm gonna immediately put this into I'm a fan, because that's like what I was about to say. I'm a fan of bone broth. I personally like to make chicken bone broth. Not only is it delicious in soups, but you can drink it by itself. There's good health benefits for drinking it. From what I understand, collagen is very good for you. It can help with immunity, digestion, gut health. It also has good minerals in it like iron, calcium, phosphorus, and magnesium. Big fan of bone broth. Highly recommend people incorporate it into their life. Next up, we have the beloved green juice. Now, green juice and we have had a very rocky relationship over the years. It hasn't always been great. Here's the thing, if you're drinking green juice because you like the flavor, it's fun to make, you have a good time with it, you incorporate it into your lifestyle, snaps for you, that's fantastic. If you, on the other hand, are drinking green juice because you think it's gonna solve all your problems and that's the best way to get fiber and nutrients and minerals and things like that, we need to reevaluate, because that's not the best way to get the nutrients you need in your life. And they think it's like the epitome of health. So for that reason, I am moving green juice into the can we not category. I just think it's like overrated, overhyped. In my humble opinion, just like eat a salad or some steamed veggies. Like, you're getting way more nutrients anyways. Moving right along, we have prebiotic sodas. Specifically, I grabbed a little stock image of Olipop, moving her straight up into the making it a personality category because I am obsessed. I think these are delicious. I personally love it for a substitute for soda. I used to be, and I still am, kind of like a huge Diet Dr. Pepper fan, and I've been trying to drink more of these like probiotic sodas instead because they do have a little bit more health benefit to them. It does come with some fiber and it comes with some, I think, antioxidants and other things in them. If you are addicted to soda or juice or even like alcohol and you just need to throw a swap in your life, I think prebiotic soda is a really good swap, and it's delicious and it's not artificially sweetened, and I just can't say enough good things about it. My next health and wellness trend that I've included in the tier list are protein shakes. This is quite the controversial topic, protein shakes. There are so many on the market, it's just truly overwhelming. They have different ingredients, some with milk, some without milk. There's different types of protein powders and mixes. I used to be a huge protein shake drinker, and I would buy like the pre-made ones that came in like the little cardboard cartons. I personally have never been a fan of the dry powders that you scoop and put in the shaker and shake it up. If I buy protein powders, it's because I mix it into other things like oatmeals and yogurts. I don't know. I have like a weird love-hate relationship with protein shakes. And again, like ingredient-wise, there's just so many out there that have a lot going on in them. With that being said, I think we're gonna put protein shakes in the don't get the hype category. And specifically this picture is like the blender one. Moving on, we have sort of a staple in the health, wellness, fitness world, and that is a scale and weighing yourself. For me personally, scales, they're out. I could be the healthiest I've ever been, mentally, physically, internally, externally, feeling my best, my clothes fit well, I'm eating right, living my life, and if I step on the scale, it like ruins my day. And I know that's a me problem, but I'm just saying, like, I can't get over a number because I feel like it was ingrained in me at such a young age that like your weight, especially as a woman, was like the biggest, most important thing about you. And especially certain numbers were no longer feminine or no longer like womanly. They've always stressed me out. I've never had a good relationship with weighing myself. And so for that reason, I'm canceling scales. It's something I'm working on unlearning because it's literally just a number. And then another thing I really should have like thrown on here into this list, which I guess it sort of goes along with the scale. So we're just gonna do like a little 2-for-1, but that's BMI. Okay, don't even get me freaking started on BMIs. Trash, canceled, we're not. I think it was like created by men, which it's a problem in itself. All right, next up, we have energy drinks. I don't want to brand shame, but I also specifically picked a specific brand stock photo. I definitely went through a phase. I think everyone goes through like an energy drink phase. Mine was personally Bang energy drinks. That was quite a time for me. They just are red flags, man. Like, why are there always so many lawsuits and recalls? I think at this point, I'd rather just have coffee, matcha, good sleep. To me, I've never had a good feeling after drinking an energy drink. I usually feel jittery and like I'm on a little bit of a sugar high, and I don't really love the taste. I don't really have good things to say about energy drinks. I just don't think that they're all that they're cracked up to be. And again, like, it makes me weary of people's hearts. I feel like there's been a lot of recalls in the past on it giving you like heart palpitations and things like that. We're not gonna cancel energy drinks, but can we just not drink them? I think it's a little bit of a placebo as well. I don't really think it's giving you as much energy as you think it is. Just my 2 cents. But what do I know? I'm just a girl on the internet. By the way, if you didn't know I have a podcast, it's called Girl on the Internet. Check it out. This is kind of fun. I feel like it's a little bit of a roast. Next on my list, we have multivitamins. My theory is that I've never, like energy drinks, heard a lot of good things about multivitamins. And I'm talking about like your generic big name brands at the store. So 1 a day for women, 1 a day for men, blah, blah, blah. From what I've read, research-wise, from what I've heard from my doctors, they kind of like don't really do anything. And majority of them are a scam. And also majority of them are not FDA approved. So what's the point? Like, what are we doing taking these multivitamins? I personally think that you can get a lot of your daily vitamins, minerals, and nutrients from the food that you eat. I don't think a multivitamin is gonna fix anybody's problem. Kind of like the green juice, like I don't think that multivitamins are a cure-all. I just don't get the hype, honestly. Ice rolling is my next little stock image here, and you guys already know that I am a huge fan of ice rolling. Does it do anything? Probably not. Does it change anything about my appearance, my health, my wellness? No, but is it fun? Yes. I love it. Just kind of mosey on over to my freezer, open that door, grab my ice roller, and we are ice rolling the face. Feels amazing. I feel like I'm having a little spa moment. I like to put it right underneath my eyes to help with my bags. I put it on top of my eyelids with my eyes closed. Feel like I'm just getting a little like spa treatment early in the morning. And for that reason, I'm a fan. Are there any proven health benefits? Probably not. But you know what? I love it anyways, and I'm gonna continue to use it. I'm very close to making it a personality trait, but just for now, I'm a huge fan. This one I have some thoughts about, and I definitely don't wanna sound, what's the word? Like I'm a hypocrite? I don't wanna sound hypocritical at all, but these are the what I eat in a day videos. I always try to do my best in making a little disclaimer before every what I eat in a day video, specifically where I talk about how everybody has different health and nutritional needs, and no 2 people are gonna have the same day. It doesn't matter if you eat what I eat, like our bodies are still gonna look very different. Health is very subjective. I think they can be very toxic. I think depending on what kind of influencer you are, what kind of content you're uploading, and kind of what your audience is. But also at the same time, I think that what I eat in a day videos are a lot of fun. And I think it's a really cool way to show the things that you're cooking, that you're eating, that you're enjoying. And also just giving like a little, I don't know, giving a little insight into your life. And that's what my videos are, or at least I hope that they are, is just something fun, just to share like what I'm eating, the foods that I like to cook, the foods I like to go order and go out to eat for. But I've also seen the flip side of that, where I've seen people share really toxic what I eat in a days, and I feel like they are intentionally showing these like low calorie, small portion, restrictive type meals. And I feel like if you are showing them to an impressionable audience, it's very dangerous and very toxic, and it's not something that we should strive for. It's a 50-50, right? Some of them are great, some of them are educational and fun and lighthearted, and then some of them can be dangerous. I'm gonna put it in I'm a fan for the type of content that I make. I love the type of videos I make, but I know for some people they can be a little bit toxic and overwhelming, but we're gonna err on the side of the good ones, the positive ones. The next wellness trend are ginger shots. Again, if you've been on the channel, then you know, big fan of ginger. Ginger, pickled ginger, raw ginger, ginger shots, ginger beer, a Moscow Mule, like everything ginger, I cannot get enough of. Therefore, I have made everything ginger a personality trait. Ginger shots are a personality trait as well at this point. Daphne, you having a good nap? Okay, keep sleeping. Now on the chopping block, I have greens powder. The green powder trend is one that I just do not like at all. Again, I think people think of green juice and green powder as like this fix-all, this cure-all, this like optimal health thing. And also they think it's like the best way of getting greens into your diet. I think a lot of these big companies just want your dollar. I feel like it's always these really naturally thin girls on the internet that will say, look at me drinking my greens powder. Look how not bloated I am. It helped so much with my bloating, and it got me this like nice little tiny waist and a six-pack. No. Them drinking the little green powder in their water is not what gave them a flat stomach. It did not fix their bloating. For that reason, I don't get the hype. The next health and wellness trend I have is mocktails. Immediately moving this to I am a fan tier, especially if you're not a big drinker, you don't like to drink, you are sober for whatever reason, which by the way is nobody's business if you don't like to drink. I personally am not a huge drinker, and in between, a good mocktail is like the best. You can make them for yourself at home, you can go out and order them with your friends. Gives you a great opportunity to blend in with the crowd, and if you know everyone's socially drinking, then so are you. It's a lovely alternative to not having to drink alcohol but still wanting a little something fruity, a little like delicious beveragino in your hand. I think mocktails are going to be like a really hot trend for 2023, and I fully support them. This next one, I kind of have a lot of different opinions in my head about. It's apple cider vinegar, but I don't really know where I stand with apple cider vinegar, especially as this like big claim to health. But for me specifically, I have been incorporating it into my life, whether it's in salad dressings or mixing it into foods that I'm cooking or whatever. I have not noticed like this huge drastic benefit of health. I've not felt any different having any apple cider vinegar in my life. I think it can be tasty to add to like salad dressings and things like that, but overall I just don't get the hype behind it. The next stock image that I have here is this plate of vegetables in the shape of a heart, and this is going to indicate a plant-based diet. Immediately gonna move this one up to I am a fan. I'm not vegan, I'm not vegetarian, but I do think there are loads of health benefits to incorporating more plant-based foods into your life. You can't go wrong with eating a vegetable. You can't go wrong with something that the earth grew for us to consume. I think plant-based diets are probably gonna be like for longevity and just like overall health, one of the best things that somebody can do for them. I try to have like 3 to 4 plant-based meals per week, but I think it's overall a great option. I think a lot more people could be incorporating more plant-based meals into their life. This is definitely my favorite stock image of all time. I literally Google searched influencer stock photo, and this is the one that came up, and I just think it's very funny. But this is going to represent following and just completely being obsessed with what influencers do and trying to copy everything that they do when it comes to their nutrition, their workouts, and their life overall. Can we not do that? We're not gonna do that. It's not canceled, and I'll tell you why it's not canceled, because I think there can be value and benefit to seeing people online and what they do, following some of their lifestyle choices, getting inspiration from these different content creators and influencers. But there's a difference between copying what somebody does to a T and trying to have their life be exactly like yours. So it's definitely not canceled, but we're just gonna say, can we not? Inspiration and ideas only, but no need to copy anybody else. Next up, we have this little raw carrot salad. First, when I was like reading about it, saw the ingredients, the recipes, the hype, people were saying that it's good for your hormone balance, it's good for gut health, it's like all these different claims. When I tried it, I just thought it was delicious and I keep making it because it's really good. The recipe that I've been following, and I've kind of been tweaking it because I really like how it tastes, is you slice up, like thinly slice up a carrot, and you'll add like rice wine vinegar, salt, pepper. I like to add garlic and ginger to mine as well. And I just like let it sit there and then eat it, and it's delicious. So I'm gonna throw this under the I'm a fan category. Next on the list is something, again, a little controversial. This obsession with like low calorie swaps. And again, I have been there. I have been down that rabbit hole of trying to swap out things for these low calorie substitutions, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I'm gonna say I don't get the hype. Like, it has its pros and cons, but when people are like chronically swapping things for low calorie, I don't think that's healthy. Like, people that vehemently refuse to use olive oil because it's too high in calorie, but then they'll use like these 0 calorie non-stick sprays in their pans, like that just confuses me because I feel like olive oil has great health benefits. Is it a little higher in calories? Well, yeah, of course, but there's great health benefits to olive oil, but then you're gonna spray this 0 calorie spray that has like different chemicals and things in it. It just like doesn't add up for me. I just don't get it. I think there are good swaps that people can make that are lower calorie if they want to, but flipping your whole life to be low calorie, I don't think is a healthy thing. I don't get the hype. I don't get why people do it. And sometimes just because it's a low calorie swap does not mean it's the healthier option. I didn't know what kind of photo to use for this next topic, so this was like the best one I could find. This is gonna be any kind of quick fix diet or dropping 10 pounds in 10 days, whatever kind of scam. Growing up in the early 2000s, I think every single magazine at the grocery store always had lose 10 pounds in 10 days, drop 10 pounds by the end of the month, like lose X amount of weight before Thanksgiving. Those sort of quick fix diets are just absolutely canceled. If they're still being done to this day, I don't get why. If there's any diet out there telling you can lose 10 pounds in 10 days, that is a red freaking flag. Coming in hot, the last 3 on the health and wellness tier list here, we have the ever famous hot girl walk. Everybody is included in this. You can be the most masculine of all men and you can still go on a hot girl walk. It's just what it's called, okay? Just like when you say dude, it's just you're just dude. People are just dude. But hot girl walk is so much more than the actual walk. It is truly a state of mind, feeling your best, feeling empowered, and for that reason, it is 100% a personality trait of mine. I love a hot girl walk. I love to put on whatever outfit that makes me feel most comfortable and confident and jam out to my favorite music and just go for a walk. I'm not thinking about the calories I'm burning. I'm not thinking about how fast or slow I'm walking. I don't even wear my Apple Watch. I just walk just to walk, and it's so fun. Second to last health and wellness trend is calorie counting. Let me say this, if you are calorie counting for reasons to be restrictive or hard on yourself or whatever negative thing, I'm gonna say, can we not? I do understand there are certain health disorders or the need to do weight loss under the supervision of a physician or a dietitian where calorie counting is necessary. I get that. There are certain times when it is warranted, especially when you are being supervised by a healthcare professional. Every other time under that, if we're just downloading MyFitnessPal because we're feeling bad about ourselves and we're counting our calories because social media tells us to, and if we think eating 1,200 calories a day is enough, then it is not. If we're doing the negative calorie counting thing as a way to shame ourselves or make ourselves feel bad about ourselves or restricting, it's a can we not. Last but certainly not least, the ever dreaded, in my opinion, juice cleanse. Immediately canceled. What are we doing? When we're doing a juice cleanse, like, what is going through your mind? Are we thinking, ooh, this juice is so good and delicious, I love the flavor? Or are we like, no, this is giving my body a detox. This is detoxing my liver and my colon and my stomach, and I'm not eating any solid food for a week and I'm just drinking juice. What are your intentions with a juice cleanse? Ask yourself that. Did you eat a whole lot of food over the last 2 weeks and now you think your body needs a big detox or restart or cleanse because you ate food 2 weeks ago that was like, quote, unhealthy? No, literally a waste of money. And it's not going to do anything for you other than make you feel hangry all the time and make you question everything you've ever done, ever. So for that, juice cleanses are canceled. Just remember that you have a liver that detoxes itself all the time. You don't need to cleanse anything. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment below your favorite and least favorite health and wellness trends, and let me know if you agree or disagree with me on any of these that I put in the tier list. Would love to know your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.